You can naturally grow patchy beards, right? What's up, everybody? It is your favorite George Foreman here. Wow, my voice is high-pitched. I'm betting that some of you out there are wondering why I look like this today. And the answer is because today I have a very special tutorial for all of you. If you watched my intro video that I posted like 3 weeks ago, you would know that I identify as a bigender individual. And today I am Mitch, which is my male or masculine name. Now, I'm sure that some of you are probably going to ask, what the fuck is a bigender? Is that like a Pokemon? Can I catch it? Is there a shiny? I don't fucking know. And I'm sure the other half of you are asking why the hell I can't go deep. And, well, I can't really do anything about that because I am biologically a woman, and women have high-pitched voices, and I'm doing my best to deepen my voice, which is actually making my throat hurt a lot. But you know what? Fuck the police. I'm gonna go ahead and read the definition from the Queer Dictionary on Tumblr, because they probably would do a better job of explaining it better than me. Bigender is a gender identity that falls under the non-binary umbrella. To identify as bigender generally means you identify as two genders. You could identify as both at the same time, or you can go back and forth between two genders. And I don't know if you could already really tell, but I'm pretty sure I'm the latter. I never really identify as both a man and a woman at the same time. It's usually very separate. Most times I do identify as female, and I'll use designated female pronouns, and I'll go by Sarah, which is both my birth name and my female name. But on days like this, whenever I am feeling masculine and more like a male, I will go by the stereotypical male pronouns like he and him, and my name will be Mitch. I wouldn't necessarily consider it similar to being transgender, because being transgender means that you are one gender. Usually you are biologically male or female and you want to transition into another gender. Or I guess you want your body to match the gender that you identify on the inside. And I don't consider myself that. I mean, well, I guess on days like today I do wish that my body matched the way I'm feeling, but most days I'm fine with my body. I am fine being called a woman. I identify as a woman. My sex matches my gender most times, but sometimes it doesn't, like on days like today. And so I wouldn't necessarily consider myself transgender because I don't feel like this all the time. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people that feel the same way, whether they are like me and identify as both male and female, or whether they're female and non-binary, or male and non-binary, or even gender fluid and agender. But today's video is going to be for those that identify as either a transitioning male, or someone like me who identifies as a male like some of the time, or I guess it could also be for gender fluid people. If you wanted to look like a pirate had sex with Robert Downey Jr. There are 3 things that I'm going to be showing today. One is going to be a look that is mostly masculine but lacks facial hair. The second is going to be a look that kind of has facial hair, like a 5 o'clock shadow. And the third look is going to be what I have on my face right now, which is kind of beardy, kind of lumberjacky, kind of looks like I haven't bathed and my razor broke, so I had to use like a pair of scissors or something. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing I usually like to do before I do anything is make sure my face is clean, and I like to brush my teeth too. First thing I'm doing is going in with Benefit's Professional Primer, and I'm just massaging that right into my pory areas and all over my face before going in with NYX's BB cream in the shade Light with an EcoTools flat brush and buffing that shit into my face. Yeah. Then I'm taking NYX's HD Concealer in the shade 01 and going in with a damp beauty blender to blend that out under my eye and onto my eyelid, because why not? And then I'm going in with my Maybelline powder and a small EcoTools brush, and the powder is in the shade Porcelain under my eye. Then I'm taking the concealer again and then covering those gross ass blemishes that I have on my face with my beauty blender. And then I'm gonna take this big ass fluffy brush and that porcelain powder again and dusting it all over my face. And then I'm going in with just this regular ass brow brush to comb my brows before going in with my eye lure pencil in the shade dark brown to try to fill in my eyebrows naturally. Then I'm going in with that spoolie to try to make them as symmetrical as I can, because God knows I can't do it usually. Oh, that is so sexy. And then I'm going in with my Maybelline Brow Drama in the shade Deep Brown to gel those brows in before tapping them with my fingers to make sure the gel is all pressed in before I go in with my Urban Decay Eyelid Primer. And in my NYX Sex Bomb palette, just gonna tap that tan shade right on my eyelids to shiny it up, and then I'm gonna go with it on my brow bone for a highlight to highlight them brows. And then I'm gonna do something kind of weird and kooky and use my bronzing powder as a contour color for my eyelids. That right there is NYX's marker liner in the shade dark brown. I actually don't really like this, but you know what? Life's too short. So I'm taking this CoverGirl eyeliner with the smudge side and then trying to smudge that liner out. And then I'm going to go with that smudgy brush that I have right there with the light matte shade from the Coastal Scents Revealed palette to define my eyes. And then I'm using NYX's black kohl pencil to go in my waterline and my tight line. That is an attractive face you're making there, Mitch. Then I'm using my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara to go on both the top and the bottom lashes so we can look sexy and pretty like Betty Boop. Yes. I'm taking my NYX Wonder Stick with the contour side in the shade Universal. Just going to outline my jaw, my nose, my lips, make a dick on my nose, outline my chin, my cheekbones, I think, yeah, my chin, and then I'm going to go with my forehead to make myself look manly. Then taking that damp beauty blender again and just blending everything out. Just going to make myself look like a masterpiece on all fronts with my nose. Got to make ourselves look like Jared Padalecki because he's beautiful and wonderful. And that's it for the contour. So, actually, no, I lied. We're going to go ahead and make an Adam's apple right there, because why not? Oh yeah, I forgot, using a beauty blender on your neck feels really weird. Then I'm taking my NYX eyeshadow base in the shade White to act as a matte highlight. Just going in on all the normal points that I would usually use a shiny highlight for before going back in with my damp beauty blender again. Please make sure it's damp, for the love of God, make it damp. Then I'm gonna go ahead just do a little bit of blush in the shade Tickle Pink by e.l.f. before using the soft matte lip cream in the shade Cairo by NYX Cosmetics on my mouth. And that's it for the first look. You can kind of use this if your parents aren't really that cool with you being trans or like me, and you could just say it's like a weird way to do your makeup. But something's missing right now. I think it's time for a beard. So I'm gonna go back with that Sex Bomb palette in the shade, in the matte brown shade. I'm just gonna go ahead and line where I think a mustache and a beard would grow on my face. If I could grow a beard very well, but I can't. It's gonna look like a 5 o'clock shadow. It's pretty simple. Doesn't take very long, but I think that the first part takes the longest, but you never know. Yes, just rub that face. So I'm gonna do another kind of beard right now. I'm gonna make it a little bit hairier, a little bit scruffier. So I'm taking my Urban Decay Perversion mascara and just kind of like dotting over where the 5 o'clock shadow is, just to define it a little bit more and put in some hairs right up in there, just to make myself look manly. And it's very uneven, but who cares? Nobody's judging whenever you've got a fake beard on your face. So I just go ahead and set that with powder and smudge it a little bit as best I can to even it out. And that is it for this whole thing. Can use any one of these looks, and yeah, like a lumberjack. So yeah, those are the 3 ways I do my makeup when I'm feeling more like Mitch. Oh yeah, and the hair, usually I'll either tie it back in a ponytail, leave it down, or yeah, just those 2, or like what I'm doing here, I didn't actually cut anything off. I just put my hair up in like this weird man bun thing, and then I took my beanie and then just like that. But yeah, I hope this video helps some of y'all out, because I know I was pretty, you know, stuck whenever I realized that sometimes I identified as a man and I didn't really know anything outside of, you know, beauty makeup. So hopefully like any of those 3 will give some kind of help to those that either aren't ready to transition or are unable to transition at the moment and are currently still like feeling all about themselves. So yeah, I guess that's just it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.